What it is, it's your boy Dutch, the Damon, and you now watching Damon Time with Dutch. On today's episode of Street Stories Uncut, we got another special request story. This is the hell out of West Baltimore. But before I hop off in the storytelling mode, we're gonna go ahead on and send a big shout out to the brother Ricardo Dominguez. This brother watch all my content. Sent his hard-earned money in through Cash App, supported the channel. Appreciate you, brother. Ricardo Dominguez. Definitely ain't gonna let you down. Just stay locked in, I got us. Now that we got that out the way, let's get it. So we got another special request story coming out of West Baltimore, man. Now, this sister is an avid watcher and an avid supporter of the channel, man. She says she love what I'm doing with the channel, sent a nice donation in, say she want me to tell her story. So without further ado, get your popcorn ready, put your seatbelt on, and enjoy the ride. Now, this sister grew up in West Baltimore. She was number 6 out of 8 brothers and sisters. They come up in that Emerson Village area. Trenches. Now, growing up, her father and mother was heavy off in the church, meaning it was mandatory for all her sisters and brothers to attend 4 times out the week. Now, all her brothers and sisters was deeply rooted in the church. They was into it, but church wasn't really her thing. She went because she had to go. But if it was up to her, she'd rather hang out. So naturally, when she became of age, she broke apart from the rest of the family, doing her own thing, which her parents wasn't accepting of. Pop wouldn't go for it. Told her if she wanted to live under his roof, she had to abide by his rules. So at 17, she moved out. Got her first little apartment over East Baltimore. Had a little job bartending at this little bar over East Baltimore called the Wooden Nickel. She was working in there. She said the pay was lousy in there, and it was mostly bullshit tippers that came in there. So she was filling out application after application. Whole time still working in the bar at night though. One evening she had work, dodging all the advances of the drunk niggas in there trying to talk to her. When this light-skinned nigga walked in the bar, caught her eye. He ain't come sit at the bar, he sat down at one of the little tables in the back for real. So you know, she young, she in her prime, she looking good. And she been wanting to meet somebody, but there don't be nothing but clowns trying to holler at her and drunk niggas at her work for real. But Slim was up in there looking like a steak dinner to her, according to the sister. But anyway, the sister said after him being seated for about 15 minutes, he was joined by 2 females that came in the bar and sat at the table with him. Well-dressed, pretty females. She confused and nosiness is her game, so she trying to figure out what the fuck going on here. The sister said she hadn't even realized that she was staring at the man. From behind the bar, across the room, she staring at the man. And in the instant, they locked eyes. And she said from that moment, she knew she was going to give him some ass. But she was overly attracted to him. And Slim peeped that shit. Well, he gets up from his table, walks over to the bar, real player-like. He stepped up to the bar, whip out a big-ass knot of money. He like, how you doing, love? Can I get 3 double shots of Hennessy on the rocks? So she said she all nervous making the drinks, right? Then he hit her with the, if it ain't asking too much, can I go ahead on and get your number as well? I'm Mike, by the way. She said she instantly felt butterflies in her stomach. She said she was like, it looked like you got enough women to me. Motioning her head and her eyes over to his table. He looked over at the girl sitting at his table. He like, oh no, they my peoples. Family for real. When she heard that, she let her guards down. Gave him the number. The sister said that whole day she couldn't get Slim off her mind. Thinking about him. She said like 2 whole days went by before he gave her a call. She said when she heard his voice, she lit up, cracked a big ass smile. They chit-chat on the phone for an hour. He offered to take her out to a nice restaurant. She declined, said she'd just rather him come over, bring some drink. She gonna go ahead and cook for him. She said he was impressed by the fact that she knew how to cook and wanted to prepare a meal for him. She said she cooked up some shit, fried chicken, baked mac, drained beans, candy yams, nice little biscuit on the side. Had the brother a cold drink. So she said when he come over, he impressed by the meal. They sit down after dinner, had some drinks. They get into that Hennessy. She said at first she was about to hit him with that she don't really go on the first night. But she lost a few niggas like that back in the day. So she went on here and gave him some cutty. Sparks fly, fireworks shooting the air and all that shit. It's the best she ever had, like Drake said. She out her mind with it. Whip, just that fast, she in love. Didn't know it yet, but she was in love. So she said after that encounter, she ain't hear from him for like a day. When he do call, he tell her meet him downtown at this nice restaurant, high-end restaurant. She gonna go ahead and treat her to dinner. So she said she excited about it. He went on ahead and took him up on the offer this time. Threw on a nice dress with the heels on. Put her hair in a nice wrap. Looking good. Hop in our little whip. Shoot downtown. She said she walked in the restaurant. It's real upscale. A lot of Caucasians in there. She said motherfuckers was looking at her like she ain't belong in there and some shit. So she said shortly after she arrived, She had to sit at the table, wait for him for like a cool 15 minutes. But when he walked in with the same two females he was with when he met her in the bar at work. Two bad bitches. He walked in with them. So she's sitting there puzzled like, fuck. He walked over, no smiles, with a serious look on his face, and sat down next to her with the other two females sitting on his side of the table. She say the females was all smiles. She say, so he asked her how she doing and all that, making small talk and shit. So she say she just asked him like, what's up with this? He like, what you mean? She like, I thought you was taking me on a date. She said, he like, that's what this is. Arrogantly. She said, she's looking at him like, so, I mean, what they here for? She said, one of the girls like, we business partners. So she like, I ain't really know what to say. So I just sat there puzzled, like, taking this shit in. Because now it's really starting to make sense. That's when he like, yeah, I wanted to introduce y'all. And also make you a business proposal. She like, business proposal? He like, yeah, I mean, since we fucking with each other, we gonna be spending all this time together, we might as well get some money together. So she said she get to looking back and forth at him and the girls. They dressed like hoochies. He looking pimpish. She said, she like, what type of party you think this is? She said, he like, what you mean? She like, I don't sell no pussy. Never have, never will. She said he bust out laughing. And so did the girls. She said, he like, no, hell no, I wouldn't even disrespect you like that. The sister said, now she confused. He like, no, see, I run this operation. Then she said, basically, he told her, like, one of his hustles